Legend of Total War here with part 7 of my Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play campaign as Poland. Okay, so previously we defeated Axis forces with the help of the Allies, and of course, before that, took out single-handedly the Communists. Alright, so now, basically it's just whatever we want to do. Because I wouldn't mind playing a little bit further, because 6 episodes is pretty short for a campaign series, so I thought we'd keep going just a little bit longer. As far as I'm concerned, the challenge of the campaign is over. We could beat the Allies now if we wanted to. Now, if we want to declare war on anyone, we'll end up going to war with the Allies, unless we declare war on people that are either communist or fascist. So there's Republican Spain, very small country, not they haven't got anything. What we should do though is use our influence, our political influence. So what I need to do is stop this here. Don't need that anymore, because we're going to be using up a lot of political influence to switch people away from... So what's this? This is just called Spain. They're in no faction. As long as they're not already guaranteed with someone. So boost party popularity towards fascist. I think Sweden is already fascist. That way, if they're in Allies, they'll probably get kicked out of Allies now. It doesn't really matter if they're part of Allies. Boost party hang on, are they guaranteed by anyone? Nope, as long as they're not guaranteed by anyone in the first place, we can do this. So no guarantee there. So... Yep. Boost it with all these guys, turn them fascist, because that way the Allies will not guarantee them. So Republic of China, I think they're still a puppet of Japan. So I'd have to go to war with Japan. They're not guaranteed by anyone, so we have to turn them back to being fascist, which will take some time. Korea is on their own. Shouldn't take too long for that one either, because they're already nearly majority fascist, so it shouldn't take too long. How's that going there? So still getting more. What about Tibet? There's not much in Tibet, so fuck it. We've got so much political power, might as well use it. What about Norway? Is anyone guaranteeing it? Nope. And Finland? And Italy. So with that, okay, losing at 0.3. It'll take us, ages to run out. Now, another thing is that we need to start researching naval invasions. So we're going to need Marines for that, I think. And we're also going to need a hell of a lot of... We're going to need a navy now, so it's time to get that going. So taking more coastal regions will be especially good for making more ships. Problem though is that we're going to start to run out of manpower as we produce more of the stuff. Alright, so now as for you, I want to delete all of our current orders. Alright, good. And create a new one, just to get them over in Europe first. So, a bunch of people joining Allies, fine. Okay, we've got exiled divisions. Hang on, these guys here need to get to... Yeah, that's whatever, just leave. Our guys are leaving, that's good. So I reckon declaring war on them first off would be good. Now, let's have a look at our fleet. It's time to now prioritize ships. And convoy. Hang on, I told it, press shift up. So we're making 2 loads of convoys, probably don't need that many. So it's making 10 a week, 11 a week actually. Destroyer needs to be top priority. We need... I don't really want to make that many destroyers, but they're the only ones that are like not outdatable. So I guess we'll make some more destroyers. We need to really focus on our navy now, so we're going to need coastal regions. Now, this region over here, Republic and Spain, really doesn't have a whole lot for us, but apparently they have no army. So if we start justifying war against them, it would take 90 days. But they've also got the Balearic Islands. Was I doing France as well? Let's see, the independence of France is guaranteed by other nations, even if they became fascist. Just do it anyway. They've got a long way to go. It's 100% democratic. But we'll see how we go. It's only political power. I just wasn't going anywhere with it. Portugal, there's another one. Not guaranteed by anyone. So yeah, taking Republic and Spain really doesn't provide us much, but it's some territory that we can make some factories on, at the very least. Alright, speed this up. It's going to take a long time before we go to war with anyone. Let's go to war with Sweden. Well, we're not ready for it. That's the problem. We don't have a navy. I haven't focused on it at all. Another thing is that we need our... Wait, where are we going first? And take on Republic and Spain? Because they'd be the easiest out of everyone. Okay, slow down. Alright, so like I said, we need to focus on getting new types of ships and transport ships. So, what else we want? Some cruisers will be useful. Let's get cruisers. Can't just all have destroyers. Or only have destroyers, I mean. That's not going to be enough. Okay, these guys here, the military police, we probably don't need them for a very long time. Just put them away. Okay, still got exiled divisions. Alright. So get over here. Yeah, that's not important right now. Alright, so... battle cruisers. Those will be useful. And then transport them over here. Also, we should probably increase the priority for these. Like, repairs will happen over time anyway, so it's not really that important. But I need to rapidly build up a navy. I've also got to wonder if my country now has the largest population in the world at 670 million people. But of course, the problem is that non-core population don't provide anywhere near as much eligible manpower as core population. And it does take a long time for it to grow. So the UK and the United States took some of China. I got more of it. But they got the port regions. Kingdom of Libya is not aligned. If we made them fascist, we could invade them, but Libya is a land of no resources, so I wouldn't bother with it too much. See, this would give us a base of operations in Spain. Alright, let's justify a war goal against them. Start researching battleships. Alright, so at this stage we can only get destroyers, so we just make what we've got. I mean, we can get the other ones, but they're not tier 4. They'll be outdated. And I don't really want to send outdated equipment into war. I doubt we'll need Marines for this. So let's just take a portion of these guys. Just a small portion, we don't need heaps. Minus them off this. And get ready for a naval invasion of Mercia and that territory there. Of course, give them top priority. So let's also get our fleet together over here. Wait, we're... Well, it doesn't matter. They'll just get together. It'll be fine. Alright, moving on. Low supplies. Okay, why can't you leave? Okay, we need military access in Japan. They're not going to give it to us. What about the UK? Well, we've got military access, but the problem here is that they don't have a port. So who's this here? I can't get across the border. I might as well just disband them then. They're not getting across. Okay, you just come and stand over here in Istanbul. Now, we've got free military factories, but we're producing so much stuff, it doesn't even matter anymore. I guess what we could do is maybe shift some of our focus away from what we're currently doing. So let's see, like, we're not producing any advanced artillery. So that's going to waste. Because all of the tungsten's going into other things. Into planes. So let's make advanced anti-air, which at least it'll produce some of that. Advanced anti-tank, well that will require tungsten as well. So that if we ever need it, at least it will have some stockpiled. It says here we need a hell of a lot of these for reinforcements. So what might have happened is that we had so much in stockpile that it went over the threshold and went down to essentially a negative number. I've seen it happen before. No divisions. Yeah, we can't put any divisions on until... Hang on. Hasn't it been researched yet? Yeah, it's been researched. We can put 10 in. Why can't I put the divisions on? Oh, maybe because I've selected too many. So just select 10, or even 8. Okay, there we go, yeah. Okay, now I've got access to Marines. Let's actually make some. So, I want to make this 20 width. And then support logistics, field hospital, and entrenchment. I don't think they need support artillery. So if we look at this in total, we get an attacking bonus in urban, attacking bonus in march, amphibious attack of 75%. Good. And then we need to recruit. I think 30 of them will do. Next place to invade, I think, will be Sweden. So let's get that organized. Gonna need some new commanders. Okay, we're also going to need to improve the ports. So over here and there. And these areas here are going to need ports. Because this is where we're going to be operating from. We could actually probably convert some of the military factories to what's it called? To civilian factories now. Be fine. We just don't need that many military factories. I can't make use of them. Might as well turn them into civilian factories. Okay, now I don't actually want this. It's just to get them over here, into Europe. So looking at this, because they're communist, no Allies member is going to do anything about it. Yep, get started making the destroyers. So by the end of this, we're going to have a lot of destroyers, but we'll reshift this focus a bit later on. Could just tell them to produce them from here directly, but I'm going to be moving around all over the place. They're safe in the Black Sea for the time being. Okay, I just want 2 more to be added to this. Did I start justifying war? Yeah, when is it available? 8th of October. Okay, that's in a month. Okay, we're also going to need our Air Force to be patrolling the sea. At least to begin with. Once we've got some troops there. Actually, once we get some troops there, it's probably just going to end it straight away. The primary reason for taking this, I mean, there's no resources, but it's just about taking their factories, and more importantly, not just their factories, but where I can produce a larger navy. I'm going to need to rapidly produce a navy. Also, if I go to war against Spain, you know, being able to deploy troops here would make it a lot easier to conquer this area here. I mean, I'm still going to need a naval invade into here. Or maybe paratroop. We'll work towards that as well. I can't get everything. But we'll work towards it. Never actually bothered using paratroopers. So they were non-aggression pact. Nope, because I'm going to be aggressive towards them. Alright, let the wars continue. No one's guaranteeing them. No one cares. Okay, we don't have any intel. So we need you to convoy escort over here. And there. Good, now the fleet's on its way. Well, not the fleet, the troops. And the fleet as well, I suppose. Alright, so that's done. So I think these are light cruisers and these are heavy cruisers. I'm going to want some of both. So they want to send some volunteers. Fine. I mean, we're not going to need them. Because if we have a look at Republican Spain, they have no divisions. So no way to resist us. And I'm just a simple fascist doing my part to eradicate communism, making the world a better place. Communism is better than blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you get those. Come on, let's move it. So the Balearic Islands don't actually have any victory points, we just need to take some territory. So what I'd do here is actually remove this building so that I can make more of them. Because you can't convert a military building to a port, a dry dock. Oh, god damn it. So now, I didn't think I was going to need to, but it turns out we need to do this. Look, I only really need one person to hit the Balearic Islands. Did they just get some troops? They did. Okay, I might need two then. Because they're out of victory points, that's for sure. Or maybe some people might be sending volunteers. So if I look at this war so far, nobody's lost any men. Lots of population here. Getting a million non-core population, that's alright. And the civilian population's actually been heavily depleted. Let me have a look in my territories. It's just the recruitable population is down, but the civilian population's in good shape. Doesn't look like there's any resistance there right now. There's 3 regions in this province. Oh, hang on. They're not even our enemies. Is that the end of it? No. There we go, good. Well, I'll be taking all states. It's not much, but expands us a little bit. And time to send them home. And it was a war of 0 casualties, so that helps us. And we, of course, go rid of communist fucker. Alright. I really need to focus more on this, because it'll reduce the invasion preparation time by 50%, and that one... No, well, this one here is important. Okay, grab that. Still need more destroyers. I imagine that Sweden might actually have a decent navy. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, they've got 82, between 82 and 87 ships. And because they've been building up for the entire campaign, I only recently got ports. So I have to play catch up with them. Okay, well they're ready. I don't usually like going for ports, but then again, these are Marines. Let me just cancel that. Why isn't that being cancelled? Okay, there we go. What if we went straight for Stockholm? Well, the thing is, I just want to get down to, like, here. This general area. And then we'll just push our way up from there. I just need to get my guys on land. Once I've done that, it'll be easy. No one's going to guarantee Sweden because they're fascist. I'm probably going to have to nuke the port before we get there as well. Which isn't going to be a problem, we've got so many nukes. So I'm going to start getting superiority over here. Okay, hang on. They need a different airport. I suppose some carriers would be a good idea. No divisions. Just start putting some people on there. Once the other thing is done, just add it onto this. Right, how are we going with the Navy? We're going to need a lot of ships. Okay. You can hold yourself there. Get up to this port. Now, I think it makes sense from here to try and build the stuff here. As opposed to down there. Now what we could do is we could justify war against Sweden right now. Because they don't have any naval bombers. But it would weaken them, and they would you know, invade and whatever, try to counterattack. While I'm waiting for my research and stuff to get going, let's get on with that. No one's going to cockblock me on this because they're fascist. Okay, we're also going to need guys up here ready to counter any invading forces. Them sending their troops over here is good for us because that'll soften up their defenders over there, and I can always just start nuking them while we're getting this shit ready. The main thing here is we've got to be careful not to send our navy out there without some intel, because our navy is certainly smaller than theirs. Would get destroyed, and also they're just not experienced. Okay, so we got Poznan class. Which one's that? So those are light cruisers. We'll start producing those. So once we conquer Sweden, that should give us a lot more ports to work from. If I start justifying war against them, the Allies will get on my case. So looking at diplomacy again, here, let me speed this up. We're looking specifically for communist and fascist. Democratic and non-aligned will fuck us up. With you know, they'll with guarantees. But if we just wait a few years, some of these countries should become fascist again. Like they're almost the majority there. Give it enough time, they'll become fascist. Oh man, we use up a lot of our And manpower. Yeah, see, it still uses up manpower to create air force and navies. We're probably burning through it faster than we're getting new recruits, despite all of our huge population. 40 million people in Poland now. So it would have been good to conquer the rest of China. Just for the population's sake. Another couple 100 million people would be good. Okay, make some more light cruisers. I'm not a big fan of destroyers. I think they tend to be glass cannons. I'm also not a big fan of submarines. When it comes to navies, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'll just admit that right now. I kind of understand air warfare, I don't understand naval warfare. I don't know what beats what. I'm sure somebody will be like, oh legend, this beats this and this beats that, but I don't trust people, so... You can say whatever you like, I'm probably not going to listen. I'll eventually figure it out, I just haven't done it yet. Alright, slow down. Maybe improve Marines. Alright, so let's declare war, but not actually invade them just yet. Okay, I need the rest of you. Oh, mother of fucker. I fucked up there. That's why we lost so much manpower. Well, now I've got 60 Marines, but that's okay. Actually, what we should do, I really don't need 60 Marines. I need this manpower to be returned. I didn't mean to recruit them. Yeah, if you want to send me some volunteers, that's fine. So, they've actually got quite a lot of manpower. Is it possible that I could get military? But I wouldn't be able to invade from here. So it wouldn't matter. Insufficient naval superiority. That's what I'm saying. Wait for them to attack us. They've got naval superiority while we build up our navies. Doesn't do us any harm being at war where nothing much is going on. I'm not going to try and block, like, around these ports, because what I want them to do is I want them to invade, for example, here, come out to there, then we cut them off from the port, and then they're in the mainland stuck from resources and pocket them. Yep, let them come. Let them come. Just step back. You should get over there. Don't engage. Okay, I want a handful of you over here. Handful of you around over here. Like I said, what we want to do, take out their ports. Okay, hang on. We don't want them taking out this port. Let them come. Let them come. We have got the numbers. Okay, capture this port back. Let them come. Like I said, to start a containment. Want them to come further down south. It's really not going to be safe for them down there. They should have just been defensive on this. Okay, I want a bunch of you guys over here. Okay, we must have... Yeah, we got too many units here. Not a big deal. We'll just take some of them out. Oh yeah, you might actually be some use over to me. They got a lot of, they're prioritizing this port here. Okay, what we can do, real sneaky like, capture this and then get to Königsberg before they get there, because that's not a port there. Oh wait, hang on, yes it is. Sorry, never mind. Are they sending more? Oh, they've sent some troops over here. That's okay, doesn't concern me. Alright, let's... I want you to push them away from here. Try and get them down here. Cut off all their... Allow them to come down this way by making it appealing to them and take out the ports. Once they're out of ports, they can't get home. Someone says, let them come. Let them come. You think my army can't handle them? It's all a trap. Okay, how about we get some air superiority here? Oh, hang on. That's not a good place to put them. Where should I put them? Over there. I may need to actually make some more airfields. Okay. Don't make them retreat over... See, that one's going away by sea. That's not what we want. They're starting to leave. That's not what we want. Like, even if we just get a handful of them, it's better than nothing. Okay, that's not working. That's fine, we'll be able to get them from this side. I just need one man standing there. Keep them pinned down while they get over here. They've just got one port left. They're starting to evacuate. They're like, yeah, maybe it was a bad idea to invade Poland when they have a vastly superior army and took out the Soviets on their own. Finest military commander in the world. Alright, once we've taken this port, the rest of them die. Oh, they fucked me. They took Warsaw. Okay, it doesn't matter, but... Shit, we're actually close to surrendering. Maybe I should actually start paying attention. It doesn't matter. It's not going to make any difference. Because unless they get all of my victory points, we don't surrender. I mean, all the ones that actually matter. There we go. They're cut off now. And now we just hunt them down. They didn't even stay long there. What else are we going to build? Yeah, there isn't really anything else to build. I don't want any more. Don't need more nukes. Some air bases, I suppose, would be a good idea. So we should technically have the finest air force in the world. Good, that is a lot of divisions getting wiped out there. So if you have a look in total kills, we've lost 9,000, they've lost 76,000. That really fucks them up. So looking at this, how's their manpower? So they're on scraping the barrel. They really couldn't afford to lose this number of troops. What's this? Lost some convoys. It doesn't even... I don't lose manpower for that, so it doesn't matter. Got plenty of convoys being produced. I don't need this, but just get it anyway. Using some of my own forts against me here. Level 10 fort. Okay, look, if they're using forts, then just back off. Just wait for them to just run out of supplies. Yeah, no, you're not getting back here. It's fine. If they want to send more invasions to try and come out this way, we'll just do the exact same thing to them again. Same with... See, this is... The UK is actually doing me a disservice, but they're actually doing a shit job of it, so it's fine. Because this is good, because this is using up the UK's manpower. I don't give a fuck about them. That's probably where they're losing so many troops. So they just leave. They're like, fuck this, let's get out of here. Yeah, no, don't let them come over there. I need you to hurry it up. Keep them contained for the time being. Alright, so these guys here, let's set up a front line and an offensive maneuver so that we can get a planning bonus. It looks like the UK is going to sort them out for us. They're all overrun. Good, look at those losses. Great, I didn't even have to do anything there. Good job, fellas. So if we look at this now, they have a lot fewer troops, but the problem here is their navy. Let them come through. Even if they were to conquer the majority of Germany, I'd just cut them off and then squash them. That's the plan here. So they've got no manpower left, while we're, you know, still trying to get our navy under control. We want them to come south. Don't let them go east or west. South is the way for them. Alright, now, what do we do? Naval bases, I don't think I need that. Infrastructure, maybe? Get a bit more of that being built. Doesn't hurt. Still building nuclear facilities. Okay, that should keep things going for a little while. I guess they don't count, those points are not our core territory, so they don't really count. Alright, I need this guy just go on. Oh, they got wiped out, good, they couldn't leave. At least I think so. Not certain though. Alright, so get over here. What we want to do is, yeah, just sweep... Hang on. Let's see, I'll bring some more troops over here. I want you to come up this way. Start retaking these ports. That's it, motherfucker. Come down south. That's what we want. Right, just let them come south. It might seem silly in terms of tactics, but I don't know, it doesn't seem silly to me. So look at Air Force. I want you actually in southern Sweden so that I can nuke it. Yeah, we can nuke their ports now if we want. So we don't have naval superiority. Need like actual proper naval planes. Maybe I'll start producing some of them. No. Let them come south. Fuck off, UK. Can I just say return volunteers? No. So we've now got the tier 4 battleship. That's a super heavy battleship. Still, I would like to produce some of those instead of destroyers. So, battleship 4. How long do they practice? We can make one of them every year. So it takes a long time to produce them. We now start making heavy cruisers as well. Those will be useful. They're actually, by doing this, they're actually cutting off quite a lot of our supplies to our dry docks, but that's okay. They're depriving them of valuable troops by essentially luring them into a trap. Start taking the coast. It's not going to be as big of a pocket as the first one, but they are so depleted on manpower. Alright, so these guys here, they're pocketed now. So engage. And these guys getting the fuck out of there. So how many troops did we trap in here? Only a handful, but like I said, we're still waiting for our navy to build up. Yeah, sure, whatever. They've lost 500,000 men. They can't afford to lose 500,000 men. Even with the fort there, it doesn't make enough of a difference. They're just too badly surrounded. And they're gone. Right, so if we have a look at this fleet here now, it's huge, but I just don't know if it would beat the Swedish Navy. I suppose we're not going to find out if we don't send them out. So send them on convoy raiding. Actually, wait, no, convoy escort, sorry. And let's activate the plan. Before we get there, though, fucking nuke the shit out of it with 3 nukes. Yeah, so they had coastal fort there as well. We don't want our convoys fighting, but I can't really do much about that right now. Let me see what happened here. Who's going to win? Shit. Doesn't look like they engaged with this. Maybe they did. Good, they're losing destroyers. As long as we're not losing convoys, that's the main thing. Good, you've already gone up to rank 4. Very good to see. So their stuff's looking pretty badly damaged. I mean, we've got a lot of air force in here as well. Oh, they've landed. Okay, there's no one there anymore. One of them didn't land. Oh, I think one of them got wiped out. Oh no, he's still here. He's just pinned down at the moment. They're losing ships. That's what we want to see. Our ships are just taking damage, but that's okay. When the war's over, we'll just repair them. As long as we're not losing too much manpower. That's my biggest concern, is manpower. These actual people. The equipment, I don't give a fuck about the equipment. I care about my people. Yeah, we're not going to be able to supply from that port because we nuked it. But that's okay. This guy's here, still bloody stuck. But they're getting through. Oh, okay, we have lost a few ships now. They're probably just destroyers. Yeah, lost 3 destroyers. They don't use up much manpower. As soon as these guys here have landed, then we take the fleet back to port. There's no sense in, you know, wiping out their fleet entirely. When these guys here, they'll just win it from here. Also, what I can do, I can get military access from them. And once we've taken this port here, they'll be able to walk in. So our navy really seemed to prove itself with they took out the Swedish one. They'd never be able to take out the British or American fleet at this stage. We're going to start somewhere. Ammo's a pretty good port. It's not completely destroyed, so that'll help us. How's our fleet doing? Where the hell did they go? It's possible that these convoys are going to get destroyed. But it's just, you know, it's one load of Marines. It's not that many men. Okay, good. We're able to supply ourselves now. We didn't take any additional ports. Maybe this one here. No, it didn't repair. I don't know how they've managed to do it. Yeah, it got fucked up. All right, where's my fleet? Oh wow, look at this. I didn't even know that was going on over here. So where the hell did my fleet go? They couldn't possibly have all been destroyed. Where are they? There's 77,000 people in the Navy. Where is my fleet? I just can't see it. See, one ship there. Where is the rest of them? There they are. Okay, their home port is like ages away. That's the problem. Okay, so you just come back to there and start repairing. They've done their job. I only lost 3 ships. Okay, I was a little bit worried there that I got them killed. Kind of good thing that the British were over here. But here's the thing: while they're here, they're not defending their home. Okay, we don't need this anymore. I can handle this from here. I don't even think I need an attack line. I mean, Sweden just doesn't have enough to take us on. The Marines need some experience, so we gotta bloody them up. I'm also going to need to replace that other Marine, so just train one of them. But having lost only 1 Marine in the crossing, well, there's actually 11,000 men, but still, considering how much they lost, that's okay. So what we want to do is just make a mad rush for Leningrad. It's the only place they're getting supplied from. So I want you over there, and you cross over here. Make our way up this way. Well, the British somewhat contain them. Once they're out of supplies, it will easily catch up to them. Everyone up there. So yeah, we don't necessarily want to fight them. Not the ones that are on the edge. This guy's in our way. Should probably keep one guy behind, just to make sure they don't end up pocketing us. Sit, everyone except for 2, move over here. Everyone except for 2, move up here. Okay, I think we should speed this back up again. Okay, we can almost just make a mad rush for Stockholm now. So how are we going? So the war is 37% done. But I mean, once we take Stockholm, it's over, right? So just fucking go for it now. They don't have enough troops over here for it to matter. And I'll just send guys to go and smack them every now and again. Okay, so now we need to research more of this stuff. I think I should have gotten fleet in being, not this. So I'm gonna sort that out. Can research all of them. It's not mutually exclusive one with one another. So this was the point of allowing them to do it before. There's no one defending Sweden now. They just don't have enough. We can have the stupidest plan and we'd still crush them. Could nuke Stockholm. I don't see the need for it though. Just wait. We'll get around this other side shortly. Looks like they're somewhat abandoning it anyway. Okay, there we go. You are now cut off from your supplies. So they've probably got like 3 days worth of supplies and then they run out. And then the British will just handle it from there. Alright, so what have we not researched? Don't really need that, but just research it anyway. So they haven't quite yet run out of supplies. Maybe because Novgorod is supplying them, so let's... Well, not anymore. We'll be in Stockholm soon. And that, how much is that worth? 20 victory points. That's pretty good. I might as well actually set up an... Oops. Set up an offensive thing here and just have them go. I'll sort this out. Being attacked from all sides reduces the effectiveness of the forts. And there's no escape for them here now. Oh, fuck it. This'll fuck your damn forts up. Also, did a little bit of damage to their national unity, I think. They're almost ready to surrender. Shit, what am I doing? Doesn't look like they're out of supplies yet. Doesn't matter. Just let the UK handle it. Alright, so good. More factories. Naval dry docks. Alright, so what have we got available here? Super heavy battleship. They probably take a long time to produce, but that's okay. So we got so much chromium, we might as well use it. Okay, they're surrendering any moment from now. Yeah, just speed this up. I don't need to do anything more now. There's hardly anyone defending this. They can just fuck them up. So we lost 58,000 men. I'm sure some of those men are British. Alright, good stuff. Yes, I'll be taking all states. Thank you very much. So I just need all the Marines. Maybe I should put them in different groups. Well, the problem is that this guy here is the best commander in the world, so I want him to be commanding as many troops as possible. Yeah, I guess the other one hasn't been recruited yet. Yeah, he's still on his way. So, there's probably going to be a lot of repairs that need to be done. Yeah, but it's not that bad. Sounds pretty easy. Now, looking at the resources, what have we gained? We've gained some tungsten, so that's certainly helpful. A lot of steel, all very useful. But how much has it increased our population? Pretty much by nothing. It's barely even noticeable. Also, there's probably more we can produce here. Yep. And that's just made us just that little bit more powerful. Now, when we look at diplomacy, who's next? Okay, anyone that's in America, we can't hit. Maybe these guys here. They're in no faction. But if they're a puppet of Japan, if I declare a war on these guys, I declare war on Japan. Japan is an allies member, so we can't have that. So now, unless we want to go to war with the allies, which not particularly, not yet anyway, if we can weaken the allies in another way, that would be preferable. So we just need to wait now. Gives us a chance as well to build up our manpower, build up more of our fleet. So, getting a new fleet from over here. We don't want a fleet too large. Like that's probably too big, to be honest. Okay, those will all be done soon. So, it's got the majority fascist here, but there's no... Oh, yeah. So, our guy over here. There's no guarantee they're going to become fascist anytime soon. That's all done. This isn't done, although I'm not really purchasing tanks. Republic of Vietnam. Let me just see. Yeah, I'll boost party influence there. So we don't need to boost the party influence here because they're a maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe I should, because I might not be able to declare war on Japan, because if they're an allies member and Japan isn't, I don't actually know what's going to happen in that regard. That's all done. That's all done. All done. This isn't done. $125 nukes. Well, I don't know what to do with it right now. You know, making the United States become fascist might be a good way to get the United States and the UK to fight each other, which would be disastrous for both countries. However, trying to make them fascist takes a very long time. Oh shit. I did it again. I didn't actually want another one. It's okay, it doesn't cost us anything, it's just... It's not what I wanted. So many civilian factories here. 530. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long this is going to take. Could take ages. So how rapidly is it becoming fascist here? Oh, the popularity is actually going down. There must be some sort of like counter revolution going on. Alright, what about in Yugoslavia? How's that doing? Yeah, that's only increasing. And in France, they managed to gain support very quickly here. So it's going up quite rapidly. How are we going in the US? Well, the thing is, getting to the first like 25% is pretty easy. I think converting someone who's not aligned is going to be easier than converting an actual democratic country. It's democratic with no elections. But it seems to be stuck at 60%. There we go. Democratic influence. Right. It might be next to impossible to actually convert them now. Okay, we've got someone that is a fascist. We've got an independent. We've got Korea. I mean, it's not much, but who's this? Is it Kim Jong something? No. So we could declare war on them because they're fascist now. Justify war goal for conquering for North Korea. No one's going to get in our way. This will be a very easy war. Alright, if you could just bring in, yeah, heaps of these guys. I really doubt Korea is going to put up much resistance. Now that they're not in allies, the allies will not interfere. So we don't need to be boosting that anymore. What else? The fuck is this? Oh, Yugoslavia has become fascist. Alright, so we can declare war on them as well. No one's guaranteeing them? Alright then. This is a bit more valid. Oh my god, why is it taking so... Oh, because we've already got one going on. Oh, well, then we'll wait. Alright, we'll cancel the boost popularity so that I can start recovering some of my, some of this stuff. So I don't know why it hasn't, okay, it's not changing, so that's good. This will be easy. Let's see, how many troops do they have? Probably nothing. Details, nothing. No manpower, nothing. We'll just be able to walk straight in there. No resistance. So what are the resources we get out of this? Good, we need tungsten. I'm sure it's got a pretty high population. 8 million people there. 18 million in South Korea. It's better than nothing, especially because we're going to take no casualties. They've got nothing in there. No troops at all. How's Japan going? They've probably got democratic influence. Let's see. Well, it just seems to be going up. Alright, hang on, stop. It's visited by foreign diplomatic envoys, but no guarantees. They'll sort that out. Now, while that's going on, let's justify a war against Yugoslavia. They want to send volunteers? I don't need your help this time. Eventually we're going to get to a point where just everything is constructed. If we keep playing, I don't know if there's any point. I haven't released episode 1 yet, so I can't be like, let me know whether you think I should keep playing, because I'm just going to stop playing when I want to stop playing. Norway declared war, and I said they got a civil war going on. Let's hope the fascists win. The fuck are you doing? Why are you being so slow? Just get in there. Oh, good, that was easy. Of course it was. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Alright, now we need to build that up a little bit. So 120 days. And then we're at war with Yugoslavia. Maybe we should actually start organising for that. Add them all over here. Shit. Oh no, that'll still work. Okay. Good, our populations, or our manpower has been increasing by a lot. We're nearly at 700 million non-core population. Norskveld. Are they still at war with Norway though? Okay, so for the time being... Oh, it's not... Okay, that's fine. So have they created a faction, have they? They have, but there's no one else... Oh, these guys are in it. Interesting. Now, is Norway in allies? Yeah, so that means that Norskveld is up at war with the entirety of the Allies as well. Oh well. Well, hang on, if I go to war with them, because they might get dragged into this, I might be able to take some of Norway for myself. So just get the Marines to sort that out. They want to invite me into their faction. No. Okay, hang on. That's a bit of a problem. Hang on, let me just see this. Which one is it? Was it a Republic of, like, Paraguay or something? Let me just check. Which one was it? It was... So, the Dominican Republic are in the same thing. Okay, now... Dominican Republic... Is it guaranteed by anyone? It's not. This could be a good way to sort of, like... I don't see... Yeah, that's right. They can't guarantee other people from different factions. So if other fascists start joining Yugoslavia, especially guys that are out here, that could be quite useful for me. It doesn't look like Norskveld is going to win. So we'll just take what we can. So when does this war happen? It happens... Hang on, let me just stop for a moment. They're not being no, they cannot be guaranteed by anyone, so I don't need to look at it. 8th of June, so a couple more months. Non-aggression? No, no point. We'll be going to war soon. My main thing is that I hope I can get in there before their civil war is over. So who else am I influencing? Republic in Italy, Finland, Portugal, France, Tibet, Vietnam, Japan, Iran, Turkey, United States, and Spain. So how's the US going? Man, if they were to actually become fascist, that'd be hilarious. But they're not even close at this stage. But it's only going up. It's not going down at all, so that's something at least. No, don't worry about factories. I've got too many of them. Could convert some, but I can't be stuffed. Still says we haven't got enough equipment, but I don't know. I'm sure we're fine. How's our resources? Good, we're actually in surplus of everything now, that's good. So once we take Yugoslavia, what do we get out of this? Aluminium, no tungsten. What's going on over here? Are they at war with someone? Oh, right. Oh, shit. They're at war with the Allies. I better hurry up and get in there. Oh, the Allies are gonna take half of their shit, because they're probably losing heaps of men. Oh, this is actually really bad. I mean, it's not bad for me, but I'm just not going to get anything out of this. That's a problem. Or because he made these guys happen at the same time. So the Dominican Republic's probably gotten fucked. So looking at this, yeah, see there, Yugoslavia. There's no way they can win against the Allies, and it's going to take too long. It's still more than a month away. The justification. And Norway's fucked. Well, if I can even just get like one province out of it, it's still better than nothing. God damn. They do not want to mess around. The Allies are losing some manpower, but still, then they'll get another Allied member again. Then we could just, deprive them of it. Again, maybe. When does this become available? 8th of June. Still got to wait another month. The war's going to be over soon. I don't want to miss out. Come on, Yugoslavia, push them back. I want to be the one to reach Belgrade. Push him back. Push him into the sea. Damn, they are not messing around here. So they've capitulated, that's not good. I don't get to have any fighting. So I don't get any of Norway now. And the United Kingdom got some of Norway. Well, that's fine, I don't care. Okay, so this war's about to begin. 5 days. 4 days. I mean, we'll be able to bloody ruffle stomp them. let's do this. Yeah, who cares about the Dominican Republic? Let's get in there. Good. Looks like we're going to get more of this than the Allies, at least. The thing is, the Allies might have taken a lot of casualties, and that does play a big part in it, and how much they're going to get. But if they took casualties, it still weakens them. I just want it to be lowered in speed. Come on, guys, start capturing them victory points. I don't think we need to take out the Dominican Republic. But since they'll be essentially untouched, we won't be able to annex them either. But at least they'll still remain fascist. I mean, unless the Allies are going to land on them. Honestly, they're not a big priority for me. That's... who cares? Could use it as a base operation against the Americans. Come on, I need to be the one to get to Belgrade. Guys, you got so many troops, just fucking attack. Okay, did we make it to... Yep, we've made it to Belgrade. Well, at least we got the majority of it all. Let's see. What can we ask for? So I can't take any of this. Oh man, I need to pass a few times. You better bloody give me something. At least I get Macedonia, because that's got some high resources. Oh my god, I only get Macedonia out of all that. Oh well, at least I took their resources. So, Yugoslavian Confederation, I imagine they're democratic. Yep. And Italy got some more of their territory. And this has been made Norway again. All because of that damn civil war. Now, yeah. So the Dominican Republic, they're still part of the Brotherhood of Europe. So I can justify a war on them, but the problem is that I'd never be able to land any troops there. So looking in diplomacy, who else is there? Yeah, there's nothing else for me to do at the moment. Just gonna wait for other people to become fascist. Unless I want to take on the Allies, which I said I don't. Okay, we're an hour and a half here. I think this is actually a good place to end the campaign series. I could take on the Allies, but the thing is, it is a big grind. I've done as much as I want to do in this campaign, so we'll end it here. So guys, like and subscribe, that's the end of this series, and we'll see you next time, fuckers.